What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Break Zone. We're coming at you live from Fresno, California, over here at Crazy Squirrel Game Store, covering the Meta Potion Cicuit NorCal event number 2. A lot of players are here today. We got 13 players all over California, ready to battle out to see who's going to take the top spot in this new event. Before we start, really like to thank Crazy Squirrel Game Stores for letting us host this. You guys have been amazing. Please check them out. The info will be in the summary for the YouTube link. Also, we'd like to give a shout out to the Meta Potion Cicuit organizers, Matthew Okimoto and McGinty. Thanks a lot, guys. You guys continue to do a huge service to the players. The circuit has been well received, and yeah, we hope you guys enjoy our live coverage of event number 2. And again, we're just about to get on and get started, so we're going to go ahead and jump to the next featured match. Again, thanks you guys for joining. If you like what we're doing here at the Break Zone, hit subscribe, thumbs up or thumbs down. Any other comments you'd like to leave, put them right down here. We'd be happy to hear from you. We're going to get started with our first match in Swiss Round 1. All right. Also, hit the reminder for the notifications if you guys are subscribers, so you can get all the notifications about when we put new movies or videos up for you guys to take a look at. All right, we're gonna get started here. All right, here our featured match. We have Azul and Daryl, and we're just about to get started. Let's see who's going to go first. Looks like players are shuffling up. Once again, I'd like to thank Crazy Squirrel Game Store for hosting this event, as well as the Meta Potion Cicuit organizers, Matthew Okimoto, and the rest of the Meta Potion staff. Looks like we're about to go underway. Players are getting ready to start. We're here in sunny Fresno, California, with a 13-player event. Thanks again for joining us here. We hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. Please, if you have any questions or comments, leave them out. Players are just going to get ready. Awesome. All right, we got, looks like Swiss Round 1's on its way. Players are going to go ahead and roll to see who goes first.
You are clear to begin.
All right, and we're off. It's really interesting to go ahead and see what are the different types of metas we're going to get, especially when we go to a new locale here, like here in Fresno. We've got some new players that we've never covered on the Break Zone before, so it's going to be interesting to see what players are going to decide to play here. After everyone's gone back from Nationals, we're seeing a lot of different deck brews, and it's really cool to see what people are trying to use, what people are trying to do in hopes to get ready for Opus 4 and then the new sets coming out in December. So looks like Azul's going first. He's going to pitch a Maria to play a Riku, and it's up for Daryl's turn. It's an interesting thing. You definitely don't want to play Marias right away. You're losing a lot of value if you're going to play them first turn, because you're not getting any of the value with the attacking if you're going to just drop it first turn and go. So it's a good solid play into a 2-drop Riku. Daryl's up to act and see what he does here. Okay. Daryl's mulling through some of his current options right now. Looks like he's got a play ready. You're going against the win. You always have to be worried about that Riku play, about Aeriths and whatnot. So let's see how Daryl comes out. Oh, he comes out with the first turn Golbez. Wow. Okay, that's going to be unless Azul has something to deal with that. That's going to be a first turn 9k forward out, ready to go. So Daryl goes and passes turn, and it's up for Azul to act. Okay, let's see what he does. Really, a first turn Golbez is a very aggressive play. We saw a lot of this in the Opus 1 meta going into Opus 2 with just a really strong Golbez play, getting into, trying to break him, trying to get, flood the board with forwards and try to get your opponent to be on their back foot. Looks like Azul's going to play the Artemisian. Is he going to go ahead and put some cards at the bottom of his deck so that he can go ahead and grab some of the cards? Let's go ahead and take a look at Artemisian so that everyone can take a look and see what kind of card Azul's playing to counter to counter this Golbez right here. So Artemisia is going to let you go ahead and pitch some cards to the bottom of your deck so that you can redraw new cards on the top. Hopefully he draws into an answer. I think that's what he was trying to do. The Artemisia play is usually something that you want to do to reload your hand with something with dead cards. He pitches the Riku and plays into a Pain. It's not quite going to be strong enough. He's going to go ahead and Darrow's going to take a look at it. The Pain's not going to be quite strong enough to really deal with that Golbez. Let's go ahead and take a look at Golbez, everyone, because that's a very, very strong, very popular card in Opus 1. We're going to take a look and see what kind of card that Azul's taking a look at right now as he looks to see what he can do. So he's going to go ahead and fetch the Yuna, which is a fantastic counter to Golbez. Playing that Yuna is going to let him either bounce that Golbez back or stop Golbez completely, because every card that goes into the break zone can be removed from the game. So instead of actually breaking Golbez, he has to do something else to try to get him to crack. He does get a swing in with him. Let's see if Darrow can do something. Oh, so he's on the board. Aiko flips over on the damage pile. Darrow goes ahead and pitches 2 mines. He does a Fanfrit. Wow. Forcing the Golbez break. Nope, that's going to happen. So Golbez is going to break, and Darrow's going to get a chance to go ahead and search his entire deck for 4 different elemental forwards of 2 costs and put them directly into play. Looks like Darrow's got strong control over the board state right now. He goes and grabs a slew of different cadets as well as a mime to help him flood the board. That was 1 turn too late on that Yuna, but when you're looking at a turn 1 Golbez, that's kind of hard to deal with. And he was able to break that Golbez. He's got a lot to deal with on the board right now. He's really looking into a board for 4 forwards. That's quick damage right now. He needs to go ahead and find a way to either stem the damage or try to at least get rid of a couple of them. Anything right now. He's mulling over his hand and see if he has any answers to these 4 forwards right now. Let's see what he can do here. It's really tough to. We're looking at a turn 2, and you're looking at 4 forwards on turn 2. It's quick, it's fast, and he got a point of damage in with that Golbez. So he got the maximum value out of that Golbez. It's a good, solid play from Darrow. Looks like Azul's got a play. He's going to go ahead and Dole 2, giving him a water and a light wind. He's going to go ahead and play the Waka forward. This is going to help him block, which is good. He's still going to take maybe some damage. Waka's not that strong right now. Waka really depends on if there's other different forwards on the board and when he's attacking. So on defense, he's kind of weak. Azul didn't get a chance to play a backup, so he's not furthering his mid-game potential right now. It looks like he's on the back end trying to stem off some of this early aggression. All right, let's see what Darrow does now that he has he's been able to draw 2 cards. He's going to start attacking, and let's see what he does. He's going to attack with both the mime and party attack with the mime, letting him draw 1 card. He's going to go ahead and use that ability of his cadet to lower the power, and Azul lets that damage go through. He can attack with Sync. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of these cadets. A lot of these new cadets are different and we want to take a look at this thing to see, wow, Azul lets both of those damages in. All right, looks like Daryl's off to a really strong start here, putting Azul back onto 4 damage right now. And he plays a Fusuya backup, allowing him to strong play. This allows him to go ahead and ping off even more of Azul's potential blockers. All right. Well, let's say Azul's looking at a pretty rough board right now. He needs an answer quickly, or else he's going to be close to fatal in the next coming rounds. He needs to find a way to stem the tide of these quick and early forwards that Daryl has been able to just really just pound out on the board really fast. Very strong play. One that I don't think a lot of decks around are able to really deal with right now. You're looking at 4 forwards like right from the get-go. It's really going to hurt. You need to either deal with it or find a way to stop Golbez from cracking. But Daryl played a fantastic fanfrit on the second turn. He was able to really just put that Golbez with point of damage and into the break zone, popping it. Azul plays a pain, allowing him to untap his Riku. Good value play. It would be better if he had the Yuna out so that he could draw a card. I'm not quite sure how much that's going to work. Because Daryl's going to go ahead and swing again with that mine, combo. Azul comes out with a Zidane. He's going to go ahead and draw the card with the Zidane. Probably good right now. He definitely needs a card advantage. He needs to try to flood the board as quickly as possible to get through, or just to not take damage from the 4 forwards. It's on the Daryl to act right now. So here we're bringing up Scythe right here. So when they attack, they lose 1,000 power for each cadet that you own, that you control. So when she attacks, she can drop up to 3,000 power because she owns 3. That allows them to go ahead and party attack with the mime to get a card. He can also use a Fusuya to do some damage after the attack to see what's going on. So it's a very strong board that Daryl has right now. So let's see what Daryl's going to do here. He's going to go. It looks like he's going to go ahead and party attack with the Scythe again. He's going to go ahead and draw the card from the mine. He's going to use the Scythe to reduce the Waka's power this time. Does Azul block this party attack? Waka's taking 3,000, so he's only at 5,000 right now. He can choose to block to go ahead and just to break one of them, but if he does, he's going to break that, and then here comes the damage. Does Daryl continue to push with the attack? He's going to go ahead. It looks like he's going to go ahead and attack. He's going to swing in, puts Azul at 5. He's going to swing in again, putting Azul at 6. Alright, looks like Azul has 1 turn on. He definitely needs something right now. It's going to be really difficult for him to deal with deal with all these forwards right now. It's gonna be tough. Definitely gonna be rough. Azul's going to go ahead and attack with the Pain. Is Daryl going to react to this? No, looks like he's going to go ahead and take that damage. And Azul's on the board. Daryl now has 1 damage over. Let's see what he can do to react. He's going to go and Dole, Artemisian, and Riku to play the pitching Yuna and Riku. And he's going to play the Cloud of Darkness. It's exactly what he needed at this point. He's Cloud of Darkness. We've seen this a lot with a lot of water players. It's a board wipe. He's going to go ahead. It looks like it's the active player's turn to choose first before the reacting player's turn to choose. And passes the turn. Can Daryl go ahead and try to find a way to get into that? It looks like he has an opportunity to, if he has a way to get in that last point of damage, he might be able to go ahead and go and attack, and that's it. It looks like Azul takes that point of damage. And I believe that's game. All right. Looks like that's game here on round 1. Swiss Brown. Daryl coming out strong. With that first turn Golbez. So we saw Daryl play a really strong first turn hand. He really went into the Golbez. Azul tried to counter, grabbing the Yuna, but Daryl was really quick with that Famfrit when there's only one forward out on each side. So he was able to swing in with that point of damage, and then on top of that, he was able to, after getting that point of damage and value from that Golbez, he was able to Famfrit and break that Golbez, getting rid of Azul's 1 remaining forward, and then flooding the board with 4. Azul made a good chance, to come back, try to get some more of that board control, but he wasn't really able to get back after the constant pressure that Golbez gives you, as a lot of players see when they're playing Golbez or playing against Golbez, they're going to notice a lot of pressure when that Golbez breaks. Your deck needs to be ready to deal with that type of pressure. Especially with Golbez still being part of the meta. He's still very much a part of the meta. We see him a lot when paired with Earth, Control Bez. A lot of the times Golbez comes out and he's still a 9K body. You still got to deal with him, and when you do, he cracks. The search for the Yuna was a strong play. I believe it was a turn too late. He wasn't able to get that out before Daryl played that very critical Famfrit. On top of that, we saw in Daryl's hand, he had access to things like Kate Sith to help Dole and freeze, to help Dole, potential blockers trying to get through and trying to get that point of damage. So it was a really strong play on Daryl's end. For all of you watching, be mindful. Be mindful of Golbez. It's still always a part of the meta because it's still there. And a lot of people have been, after nationals, you didn't see a Golbez top 4 or whatnot. And all that, and they're starting to sleep on it. But as we can see, you can't really sleep on Golbez. He's always going to be relevant. Maybe there's cards in Opus 4 that's going to deal with it, but for now, in Opus 3, he's still a strong player, especially in the Swiss format. Awesome. We're going to go ahead and take a break, and you guys stay tuned for round 2 for Swiss. Once again, we'd like to thank Meta Potion Cicuit, as well as Crazy Squirrel Game Store for hosting this event. This is JT here at the Break Zone. Thank you for joining us for our stream. Stay tuned for round 2, and we hope you guys enjoyed the stream.